Hi everyone. So today I'm going to share to you a simple but effective mind technique that will help you to get rid of mental blockages. So how did I learn about this technique? About a couple of weeks ago, I was in a deep meditative state where I found there's a variety of versions of myself in an interesting city. So there was like a version of myself who were carpenters, another version of myself are homeless, another versions of myself are doctors, lawyers, and it was interesting. But then when I got out of meditation, I didn't really know what to make out of it. And then a couple of days ago, I had a mental blockage. I was so lazy, I couldn't really do anything. I wanted to get my jobs done, but I couldn't really do anything. And then suddenly, I remember what the vision I had in the meditation. So I was like, okay, so what can I do? So then an idea came where I sit down and did a simple visualization technique. The visualization technique, I was like, okay, so if there is like all these versions of me existing at once, why can I not just tune in one version and then, pull it out so that I can get ahead and get my job done? So I sit down and I did a meditation. I visualize the version of me who has already woken up, is no longer lazy, is ready to work. So within less than 5 minutes, I was so surprised that I was so energized, ready to go and start working. So basically, what is this? Why do I call it quantum mental technique? Well, basically, because this quantum technique uses the imagination or visualization exercise by applying the quantum principles and mental principles to change your mental, emotional, habitual, and psychological state. So basically, I mean, it's not going to teleport you physically from one state to another, but on the emotional level, on the habitual level, on the mental level, it will surely shift you from one state to another. So basically, you can use this technique to change some, the unpleasant habits that you don't really want. We all want to get ahead. We wanna, get the job done. You wanna finish your project. So those, blocking habit that, for example, like procrastination, laziness, indecisiveness. If you are, you find yourself always not able to decide, immediately. This technique you can use, and really there's other things, even addiction, and the list is limitless. You can really um, use it for many other things. So another thing I want to talk about is the principle behind this technique, and so why the way I created, or the way I have set it. It's not just a visualization technique. So the first principle is that we all know. I'm sure some people have heard the principle: the moment of power is now. So what this means is that the only change, the only real change you can do is on this moment. If you can really seize the moment, then you can really change. There are some other times where I have, you find yourself in a little maybe self doubt or whatever. You just, jump into the version where you don't have any self-doubt or anything. You just the moment you can catch yourself starting to talking yourself down or doing this, then that's where the power is, and the real power happens in the present moment. So that's why this is one of the principle. And then another powerful principle is, instead of fighting against the habit or fighting against your body, you just really use your body for your own benefit. You don't try to go against the current. So instead of, and that's why you take the advantage of, quantum technique, where you can use your mind to visualize. You tell your body that I've already had gone through this experience. I've already, you know, take enough rest. Now it's time to wake up. Then you wake up without any, headaches or whatever. So another principle is that everything really happens inside your mind. So whatever you do, whatever you see out there, it's really inside your mind. What I mean is by this is, for example, in the movie The Matrix, all our senses, what they're telling us, it's how our mind interprets. It's not what is really out there. For example, like if a carpenter and a herbalist, they're looking at the tree, one will see different, one will perceive something different, and another one will perceive something totally different. The carpenter will see, this is a tree, I can make lumber, I can, create furniture, while the herbalist will say, like, I can make I can, extract the leaves and make herb out of it. I can use the bark, I can use um, the roots. So you see that at the end of the day, it's really what you tell yourself or what you tell your mind. And another last principle is that the mind does not really differentiate between what you visualize, what you see through in your mind, and what you see in a real life. So if you can convince your mind that I am awake now, I am active now, I am confident now, then your mind will tell your body that now it's time to do this. So from here, we've already talked about this, that who is this mental technique for. It's really for anybody. You can use it to improve your self-confidence. You can get rid of social anxiety. You can deal with your addiction. You can increase confidence in public speaking. You can get rid of procrastination, improve creativity, get motivated, and the list is endless. So from here is we're going to talk about the simple steps that you can go through to use this technique. So the first one is, you first have to have an intention, and you decide, what you want to do. So for example, if you want to, get rid of your anxiety, or you want to get rid of your procrastination, that's the first thing you decide. And then the second one, as usual, you have to tune yourself in a state where your mind is ready to receive. You don't want to do it when you have so much in your mind. You don't want to do it in when you're like angry or whatever. You want to set yourself in a situation where you really want to listen, you really want to tell your mind something. And then, so from there, then when you are visualizing, the first step is you see yourself, you are in a quantum zone. And then in this zone, the properties that you can jump through different alternate realities. You can jump to the version where you have made this choice, and or a version you've made maybe the opposite choice. And then from here, you see branch these different realities in front of you, where you can decide to go on one reality and then come back, or you can go on this reality and then come back. So the thing is, when you go in a certain reality, you actually have to, you know, experience it. So, for example, if the example of maybe if you are sleeping, you want to take the path that maybe you slept the whole day. You wanna have to take not the shortest path, but you wanna take the longest path. And then, um, so you have to take your time. You have to actually experience as if you have to visualize you as if you are really experiencing it in a real life. And then from there, when you snap out of it, when you jump out of it, you bring your mind or your body will come back with those effects, because remember, there is no difference between what is real and what is imaginary in the subconscious mind. So I'm going to give you a short example. For example, let's say you cannot get out of bed, you are just lazy, you can't, your eyes are so heavy and you can't get out. So the first thing is, of course, you want to get up with a clear and sharp mind. And then, so you imagine yourself in the quantum zone where you have two options. You branch out two options that, the first option is you woke up, but you're groggy and you are misery, the day doesn't go well. And then another one is you just continue to sleep. You had enough sleep, even you had like a bath or a shower, you get your coffee. So the thing is, the good thing about this is you can actually just visualize, instead of actually doing it, you just visualize. It takes even, less than 5 minutes. So the interesting thing is this, it just happened in your mind, but it tells your body is already beginning to respond to what you feed it. And then from there, when you wake up, when you get out of for example, if you can't sleep, you can't wake up, you wake up in you are already rejuvenated, because you've already visualized that you have slept the whole day. Maybe you had your shower, you probably snug on a couch, you watch TV, and then your body feels like, oh, okay, so I've actually had enough rest now. Let's continue. And really, that's all. So the conclusion is that, the more you practice it, the more effective it will be. And then when you are in the visualization, you have to involve all your senses. You have to make sure you involve your eyes, you involve your feelings, you involve your smell, everything, so that the body can respond to it. And then, I mean, this is all. So if you like my video, I usually write a lot. I write about this on a Medium in more detail than in a video. So if you like my video, you like um, my articles, you can support me on Medium by subscribing through my subscription link. I'm gonna leave it in the description below. So till next time, thank you.